D-Word Cruz here, your life applications officer. One more video I'm going to do before I turn it in tonight. Real quickly, you see on YouTube, I don't know if you do or not, you don't watch these guys talking about women and the women talking about men. I even looked at a video today where I let the woman tell me what she wants out of a man, and most of the stuff that you see on YouTube about love, it's all about sexism. It's very sexist. It's like it all leads to the bedroom. It's all about the bedroom. And I think that women want things when they want to sleep with strangers, but when their sexuality and their sexual feelings and their sexual motives are on a sure foundation, then they don't want all that exotic stuff in their life. They just want a man that's going to love them. And sure, every day is different between a man and his wife when they go to bed at night, if you let it be. And it's good that way. Every day is different, especially when it's passionate and you're just thirsty for it. You're craving it. And you're both craving it at the same time. Yeah, there's things that a woman wants you to do. But for a woman to want a man, a random person that she doesn't know, to touch her in any kind of way, in a fantasy or any other kind of way, okay? To me, it just shows you that she's lacking as a person, and that she's lacking in her life sexually, spiritually, and emotionally. Okay. Let's pick on the men a little bit, because I just got a hold of this guy, and I started watching him today. His name is I think his name is Alpha something. And he's really on there to sell his products. That's what he's really on there for, is to sell his products. He's not really on there to give you advice. I don't need advice, okay? Because I'm not looking, for, a one-night stand. His name is, oh, come on. What are you doing? How'd that happen? I just X'd myself out. Big dummy. Alright, can't even go back. No, that's crazy. I had to X myself out when I wasn't trying to do that. I think it's Alpha something. Here it is. Here it takes me back to where I was at. I really don't want to
hit it on the first date. And by hitting it on the first date, I mean hitting it on the first date. Gentlemen, here's the thing. One of the reasons why relationships are so, crazy and crappy is because you are too, aggressive and eager,
Alpha
and you
M.
guys are doing things that you should wait a little.
Okay, his name is Alpha M. He's one of them kind of guys who thinks that all men are equal when it comes to women, and all men want the bedroom scene. They want to go to bed right away, and in our Bible, the Bible tells us that sex is a ministry. When a woman is married, she's doing two things. She's doing three things. She's doing one, she's being given a gift. Number one, she has a husband that's going to care for her and provide for her And he's not just a companion. When you're married, you're not just a companion. If you want just a companion, you can be gay. Okay, that's where homosexuality works. Because you just want a companion. When you just want a companion and you don't really care to get into the whole role-playing thing, you don't really care to get into, what is a man, what is a woman, and how the two relate and how the two complement one another, okay, you might as well be gay. If you think that doesn't matter. A man is not just a companion, and a woman is not just a companion to a man. The Bible doesn't even use that term. The Bible uses the term helpmate. And what was the man? He was the keeper. The man is the keeper. The woman is the helpmate. Keeper and helpmate. To go to the next level, vine and branches. Jesus said, I am the vine, you are the branches. Okay? And it's that same way in a marriage. All that goes together. The house of God starts at the house of the husband and the wife. Okay, that's where it begins. The house of God starts at the garden. Okay? And people don't get this in their head. They think it's all about, and we're confused because I admit, what was God thinking when he made Lisa more prettier than all the other girls at work? He should have known there was going to be a problem. He should have known these guys was going to act up. What was God thinking when he made Lisa's booty that perfectly round without plastic surgery? What was he thinking? Okay, I know how us men feel. Like, what was God thinking when he allowed these women to come out of the house dressed like that? And we ain't supposed to be thinking about fornication right now, before we even get off the bus. Okay, what was God thinking? That's the way you feel a lot of times when you look at women, like, what was God thinking? Especially as a Christian. Now, these guys, this guy here, Mr. Alpha, he's dumb enough to try to play games with all that. No, it's not a game. It is the saddest thing about mankind, especially men, is the fact that you throw this booty in front of us and we can't touch it. Now, he can't touch it. Okay? We can't touch it 3 times around. Why? Because, first of all, thou shalt not commit fornication. Okay? My body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. Okay? And any time I'm in the presence of a woman, there is no such thing as friends with benefits in the Christian community. Okay? She's either wife material, she's a mother figure, or a sister figure. Okay? You better be careful about friends, because friends become girlfriends in the wrong places. Okay? Or friends or girlfriends become friends with benefits. Friends become friends with benefits. Okay? And that's wrong in the Christian community. We don't do that. Okay? But let's talk about these men like him who think that they need to tell other men what they're missing out on about women. My ears ain't clean enough. I found out today that as much as I'm cleaning out my ears ain't clean enough, because the women are looking at my ears. They're looking inside my ears when they want to speak to me. They're looking in my ears. They're looking in my ears. They're worried about what my pelvis smells like, okay? According to him. Like, the only time a woman worries about what my pelvis smells like is if we're getting ready to have sexual relations. I thought so. No woman should be smelling me other than my cologne and saying, hey, that's nice cologne. Okay, I agree with him on that. Like, don't tell me how to wear cologne. I'm not wearing cologne for you because I don't plan on doing anything with you but saying hi and bye. So why would I let you tell me how to wear cologne? You like my cologne that I'm already wearing. That's why you want to compliment me for it. But don't compliment me for it so you can tell me how to wear cologne. Wear cologne for what? You ain't gonna go out with me. You ain't gonna go out with this 5'3.5", 55 years old with gray hair and bald. You ain't gonna go out with me, so why do you care about what kind of cologne do I wear? Okay? Alright. I agree with him on it. I agree with him. I'm 5'3" and he's 5'6". I'm still screwed. 5'6" ain't bad. Okay? 5'3" is really, really small compared to, like these guys here. Women try to argue with them. Like guys like him that are 5'6", women will try to argue with him and try to argue him out of his shortness. Like, I like you, I just wish you wasn't so short. You need to do something about the shortness. Sweetheart, unless he's wearing elevator shoes, there's nothing he can do about his shortness. Okay? Because it's given to him by God. It's a gift. This is the sense of humor that God has. We got Lisa over here with that perfect height and perfect booty and everything else. And then here we are in Shortville. Can't get across the street to Lisa. Okay? You see what I'm saying? So God's got a sense of humor. He'll explain it to me when I see him on the other side. But God, like, why did you make it so difficult? It is complicated. Now, this guy here, he's all about making it uncomplicated. He's even wearing a t-shirt that says uncomplicated. Okay, where he sells a t-shirt line that says uncomplicated. And it's still complicated, okay? Because if it ain't complicated for you, it's complicated for me because I'm a Christian. I don't understand why God allows us to go through this. But God didn't ask nobody to be like this guy. God didn't ask nobody or encourage nobody. There's no prophet in the Bible that is an expert on women, okay? Jesus was an expert on women without trying to be, without making it a doctrine. He was an expert on women. If you read the scriptures, women did flock to him. He slept with none of them. He only wanted to heal them. He only wanted to tell them how to serve him to the glory of God the Father, not because his own flesh. They wasn't trying to smell his junk, as this guy thinks women are thinking about my junk. No, it's not how it goes. But what is it with these guys? Now, you notice that a lot of guys like him are single. There's not a single guy on YouTube where his woman is going to let him make these videos talking about what women want. You don't talk about what women want. You ask what women want. Let me say that again. I'm being respectful for both of y'all, both the secular and the Christian. I'm going to be respectful right here. You don't ever act like you know what women want. You ask them what they want. And if they want to be dishonest with you, that is how the game is played. This is how we survive. Now, women being dishonest about exactly, as he puts it, what they like in a guy, they don't want to tell him. A woman not wanting to tell you exactly what is so attractive about you, but he thinks he knows what is attractive about you that the woman don't want to tell you. To me, that's kind of gay. If the woman don't want to tell me what's attractive about me, something that I make sure I do every day out of nature, okay, I don't want to know. If she don't want me to know, I don't want to know. Okay? If a woman don't want to, and I agree with him on this though, don't ever let a woman redress you. Because I think about it. I think about the way I dress. And when I stand in the mirror, I match. And I make sure my clothes fit me a certain way. Matter of fact, for a long time, for years, I walk around with baggy pants on. Now, I still walk around with baggy pants on sometimes when I'm going out shopping and stuff like that. Just running to the store, running to Walmart or whatever. But most of the time, I do not wear baggy pants anymore. When I go to work, I don't wear baggy pants. When I'm out there making an impression on other people, I don't wear baggy pants anymore. And when I say I don't wear baggy pants anymore, that doesn't mean I'm going around here wearing tight pants, showing my rear end like he said. Where, women love looking at your booty. That's where him and I disagree. I'm not going to sleep with you, so I don't care if you look at my booty or not. Okay? Now, I've had plenty of women telling me I have a nice booty. Okay? But my pants ain't so tight that you worried about my booty. Okay? I don't wear my pants like women wear their pants. I wear my pants like guys, if we have any of those around anymore. I wear my pants like men wear their pants. If we have any more men around, I wear my pants like men wear their pants. They're not super baggy, but they ain't feminine either. They ain't all tight on my butt like I want somebody to come and go down on my butt, because I'm not a woman. Okay? But you got these macho shots out here today worried about a woman looking at their butt. They want to make sure their butt looks good to a woman. That's unfeminine and unmasculine to me at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It really is. When I was married, my wife told me she liked my butt. Okay, that's fine, but it wasn't like my butt was a fetish to her. That would be kind of weird if my butt was a fetish to my wife. That would be kind of weird. Okay. And that goes on to say too that we play roles in the Christian community. Women have roles that they play among men, and men have roles that they play among women. This is how we survive. This is our culture. This is how we get along. Okay? This guy, you know what I'm saying? He making these videos like you can get women to do anything. Well, I only want a woman to be submissive. I don't want her to do anything. Okay? Another thing he said, and I disagree. If a woman has to beg for my attention, he said, make her beg for your attention. If a woman has to beg for my attention, and I've done it before, I don't even remember their numbers anymore. They're gone. They changed their phone numbers. They're history. If a woman has to beg for my attention, okay, she'll probably, because she's the pretty one. Okay, she's the one that got some guy on the other end of the phone trying to get her attention while she trying to get mine. Okay, if a woman has to beg for my attention, she'll probably just scratch herself off my list. She'll probably just walk out of the room, walk out of my life. Okay, I've had women that I've lost, I lost that game. I've had women that stopped bugging me, and after they were long gone, I was like, man, I miss her. At least somebody cared about me, at least it looked good, her texting me and bothering me all the time, you know what I'm saying? At least it showed that somebody cared, and other people thought that somebody cared about me. Now, I agree, it's no fun to be alone at the top. Or in the middle. It's no fun being alone, but I'm alone in Christ because relationships don't come easy. Hear me. Relationships don't come easy. If relationships are coming easy, and this is what I want to say in closing, if relationships are coming easy, that's why we have so much sexual promiscuity. Okay? Most men that I know will brag about how many women they sleep with. But the truth is, the only reason why they slept with so many women because so many women dumped them. So let me get this straight. I'm supposed to pat you on your back for how many women you slept with. But these women keep dumping you. Do I pat you on the back for that too? And how long were you together before they dumped you? And was it always their fault that they dumped you? Or was it because you don't know how to hold down a relationship? You know how to get relationships, but you don't know how to hold them down. You don't know how to make them work. Because maybe you got some selfish issues. Or maybe you just playing the game and you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm looking at this guy. And I'm thinking, where would he be? I can tell he's single. Because where would he be with these videos if he was married? His wife would be totally offended, even though he may have hit on some things. Okay? I tell you what, I've seen the same women that will put their husband on a pedestal and act like he's the king. He's the king in the bedroom. He's the king, decision maker in the home. He's the king. Okay? These same women, though, when he walks out of the room, will turn around and make fun of him to his friends. Okay? So, was he really the king? He's not the king if we're not meant to take him being the king seriously. Okay? He's not the king. When you're the king in your home, everybody moves out of the way and respects that, and they bow to that. They take their hat off to that. They take that very seriously. Okay? But there's a lot of people on YouTube making these videos. And most of them are single. Both the men and the women. They're single. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it me, or is it just me, or does it seem like people that are having the most sex are having the most loneliness? Is it just me, or does it seem like people that are getting on YouTube, men and women, and telling you how to get to these different places with the opposite sex, not only are they single, but what's going on in their life that they feel that they need to tell you? See, I got friends like that. I got friends like that who felt that they needed to bother me about my love life when I wasn't worried about my love life. I had friends, we go out somewhere, and, a girl walks up to me and we start talking. He screwed it up because he's over there acting like a fool. Like, I don't know how to talk to a woman when a woman makes it easy for me to talk to her. Come on, man. But he wanted me to take it places. No, there's nowhere to take it. I'm going to take it where she's talking to me like she want to take it. She's talking to me like she wants to get to know me. She's talking to me about Jesus. She's talking to me about shoes. Okay. Before we screw this all up, okay, why don't we just keep it down to shoes, or keep it down to Jesus and church or whatever? But don't try to coach me afterwards. Don't try to coach me while she's sitting there watching you trying to coach me. Okay? You need to be, how come, and oh, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. You got these guys like this brother. This Alpha M, obviously he's still single. And my man Darius, he got to be single. Oh my God. And then I got a few friends in fact. They're all single. The same friends that tell me how to be confident and tell me how to get women. Okay? Number one, not only are they still single, but they also are in their flesh when it comes to women, because it's plain and simple. We don't do the dating game. We meet women in the church without trying to play the game. There's no game. We meet them and we take them out and we date them as we become friends. We say, hey, well, since we're getting along so well, hey, I know a good coffee place. Since we both love coffee and we're both off that day, I'd like to share, a little coffee trip with you. I'll pick you up and we can go get coffee or whatever. It's easy. Even me never felt that was hard. Okay. You know what's hard? It's hard for you to get what you want out of women. But see, this is the thing. I'm not interested in getting what I want out of women because first of all, as a Christian, the first thing I want out of women is proof that they love God, that they are women of God. You're not even on my level until you let me know where you stand with God. Till you let me know where you stand with Jesus, you're not on my level. And I'm not talking about these women that come out there and go, oh, and you know the Lord is so good. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, the Lord is good. Where's my weed at? I know somebody stole my weed. It was right here. I'm not talking about them kind of women. I'm not talking about these fake church-going women. I'm talking about real Christians. Until I know that that's who you are, that is your culture, I don't really care about getting anywhere with you. Okay? My first goal is proof, evidence of Christianity in a woman. Evidence of Christ-likeness in a woman. That's my first thing. Then the second thing is evidence of marriage material. Hold on, slow down. I want to know if she's marriage material, but right now, I'm not worried about getting married. I just want to know if she's marriage material. We're going to take it slow and we're going to be friends. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being friends with a woman. And there's a lot of videos on YouTube that are telling you don't be friends with guys. You screw things up if you try to be friends with a guy or be friends with a woman because, those are two different things. Well, you don't just jump from, Adam met Eve before they replenished the earth. Okay? He met her and got to know her before they were partners in crime and got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. Okay? Adam met Eve. God set it up for them to meet each other. He woke up and saw her. He didn't pursue her like these guys are teaching you to do. She was there because God put her there. And he went there and he saw her and he understood that that's his wife. But did that keep him from being romantic? Did that keep him from being friends with her? Did that keep him from him and her enjoying the garden together apart from having sex? Okay, stop. There's nothing wrong with being friends with someone. What do you think Rachel and Jacob was doing before they finally got married? He waited 14 years for Rachel altogether. What do you think they were doing before they got married? Being friends because they wasn't allowed to sleep together because that would go against the contract. The contract was 14 years before he gets to touch her. But they were friends. If you read scriptures, he did have time with her. He did spend time with Rachel. They were friends before they actually consummated their marriage. Okay, there's nothing wrong with guys and women being friends with each other. You know, when you say stuff like, I married my high school sweetheart, explain to me again why that works? Why high school sweethearts have the longer lasting marriages? Explain to me again. When you say, you know, I found my husband or my wife at my high school reunion, explain to me again why that works. Because there's nothing wrong with being friends. You got people trying to hate on this, but there's nothing wrong with being friends. It is the best marriage trick. It is the best marriage hack, the best love hack that ever existed. I'm more concerned about me and a woman being able to be in agreement, just like I'm in agreement with my guy friends. Okay? Because in order to be gay, and that gays don't tell you this, in order to be gay, two guys have to be in an agreement, just like we are in the real world. You have to be in agreement. Whereas a man and a woman, because they're different than each other, they have the right to be different than each other. They don't have to agree on everything. Okay? But they have to agree enough on one thing to be a couple, to be in a relationship. Their disagreements might complement themselves and make them play the roles that they should be playing. Okay? And that is important in a relationship. But I'm getting out of here. The Word Cruise, your life applications officer. Look, get yourself out of the game. If a woman wants to be secretive about what she finds attractive to a man and doesn't want to tell a man every little thing that she tells a woman about how she feels about men and all like that, that's probably how it's supposed to be. That's probably what works. Now, I know as a mature 55-year-old adult that's been around, okay, I know that women got secrets, and I'm able to read right through them secrets sometimes. But I'm not going to read so much into her secrets that I'm going to take away from her being a woman, because her being secretive about how she feels about me and what really makes her attracted to me and other men that I don't know, and that's all part of her female makeup. That's all part of her genetic makeup as a female. Okay? That's all part of her hormones. Okay? Her chromosomes. I don't care to try and be God when it comes to a woman and try and dissect her emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually for my own sexual benefit. I'm not going to do that. But I do believe that there's a lot of secrets that women don't want to admit in the Bible. There's a lot the Bible tells you about. You read Isaiah. Look, read the book of Proverbs. Read Proverbs 31, first of all. But read the entire book of Proverbs. And you'll see God has a lot to say about men. He has a lot to say about women and their secrets that they don't tell you. Secrets that men don't tell women. Secrets that women don't tell men. A lot of it's in the book of Proverbs. Okay? But this guy here, he's got to go out and be sexually promiscuous to find that out. When the Bible already says that without having to be sexually promiscuous. You know, and then after finding all that out, he's still wrong. Because he said some things where he's judging women and misjudging women and not really knowing what he's talking about. Because that might be some women, but that's not all women. All women ain't worried about all that. All women don't think like that. Okay? What all women do think about is this: security in their relationships. All women do think about love, sex, and security. Love, sex, and security. And when they think about love, they think about love that's stuck there like a brick house. It's not going anywhere. When they think about sex, they think about sex to where there's more love in the sex than just banging. Okay? And when they think about security, they think about a man that's going to take care of her regardless of what her feminist attitudes are. A man that's going to take care of her regardless of whether or not she makes more money than him. A man that's going to take care of her whether or not she feels she needs it or not. He's going to take care of her because that's what's beautiful about a man, that when he's with his woman, he is the officer in charge. Okay? So I am DeRoy Cruz, your life applications officer. Thank you for watching. And I might do another one on this, or I have another one that I should have done first, and I might jump on that and do might do a series on that. But God bless you. Thank you for watching. Share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you soon for more on this channel. God bless.